This video will show you how to access your course study images for Theory of the Built Environment. This semester we'll be using ArtStore to hold all of our course study images, and the nice thing about ArtStore is that it gives you a great deal of flexibility in how you want to export the images. So whether you want to look at them on the screen, or you want to print them, or even use them on your mobile phone, you have lots of options. So today we're actually starting at the library's website, and that's NYSIDlibrary.org. And when we get here, we see in the left-hand side that we have navigation called Find It, and beneath this we have a link to images. So let's click that and go to our images page. At the very top of this page we have information on how to access ArtStore, both on campus and off. If you're on campus, simply click on the link www.artstore.org. You can also type this into your browser if you want to bypass this part. If you want to access ArtStore from off campus, i.e. you're at home, you can click on the link below, and this will ask you for your NYSID ID number and password. So that's going to be your 6-digit number and your NYSID password. We're on campus today, so we're going to go ahead and click on artstore.org. And by the way, on campus means either the Graduate Center or the main campus. We now come to ArtStore's main public page, which is quite lovely, with its images of the Barnes Foundation, but we're going to go ahead and pass through and click on the red Go button at the upper right-hand corner to enter the ArtStore digital library. And when we get here, we're going to actually quite easily go down sort of to the middle of the page and click on Folders and Image Groups. We see that when we do this, it presents us with a folder called Theory of the Built Environment. And if I click on the plus sign next to this folder, I will open up all the image groups that are there. Right now we have one image group for the first week of school, or second week rather, and if I double click on this image group, it will open up all the images I need in the page. ArtStore presents you with sets of thumbnails, and you from here can simply double click on one of these thumbnails and open it up in ArtStore's viewer. The nice thing about ArtStore's viewer is that you can click to zoom in on details. So particularly with an image such as this that has a high amount of detail, it might really help you out to be able to do that. From there, you can also export this image either by printing it. We see the little print icon down at the bottom right-hand corner of the viewer, or we can save this as a JPEG image to our computer locally. So if we want to use it for our own work, our own study, we can do that. If we want to look at more information about the image, we can simply click on the eye down below to open up that information. I've just closed the viewer, and I'm going to point out that on this page you see this is page 1 of 2. We can use the arrows to go on to the next set of images. So that's pretty easy as well. So if you want to, you can progress looking at one image to the next, either double clicking or using the arrows at the bottom of the image viewer to progress through and look at larger versions of these images. You could also print these out pretty easily from ArtStore itself. And to do that, we're going to go up to the top where we have an option called Share. When I click on Share, at the very bottom we see an option to print the image group, and I can choose to either print this with a full record or a brief record. So let's just click on Brief Record to keep it easy, simple. And we see here that it's now opened in a browser window for us, a printable formatted range of images with nice sizable thumbnails and then brief metadata information about what we've chosen. If we decide to print these off, of course they look really great on a color printer. I recommend, of course, doing it on a color printer, but also it will print 3 images per page, so that's about the size ratio that you'll have there. If you're really savvy, you can save that page as a PDF and put it in other places. You can also save it as a complete web page. So depending on your needs or what you want to do with that, you have lots of options. So the third option is actually to export this entire image group as a PowerPoint presentation. And to do this, you will need a login into ArtStore. It's very simple to register for an ArtStore login. Once you've gotten to this point, all you have to do is go up to the top and click in Register if you need a new account, or simply log in if you already have an account. To click on to register, we're going to click on this link, and we're going to enter our email address twice. I'm going to uncheck these boxes and click Submit. And it tells us that we've registered a new account. Up at the top, and I'm refreshing my image group so that I can look at it again, but up at the top we have a new addition on the page, and that's a little graphic that looks like a projection screen. When I cursor over it, it tells me that I'm going to export this image group to PowerPoint. I would simply click here. It's telling me because I have some files that can't be exported that that's the case, and I'll just click yes. Yes again, and I accept the terms and conditions of ArtStore use. I'll simply then click OK and open this PowerPoint down below. We'll take a look now at the PowerPoint. Or maybe we won't. We'll go ahead and open that here. There we go. And we see that our Visionary Architecture PowerPoint has opened on the screen for us. ArtStore has automatically placed one image per slide. But the nice thing is they also include the data about the slide. So if you want to see both, you have it. Once you have a PowerPoint presentation, you can save this to your desktop. Again, you can put this on a mobile device. You can do any number of things with it. And many people, in fact, decide to print these out with notes so that they can take notes in class or do further study. Lastly, we can, within this image group, take a look at QuickTime videos. And you'll see that your instructor has included 5 of these for you to take a look at. If you want to download these, you'll want to click on the little icon for QTVR underneath the thumbnail. Double-clicking here will not launch the actual 3-dimensional video. So when we click on QTVR, that's going to give us a video, and I do not have the proper Mac-supported QuickTime software on my computer, unfortunately, but if you do, you'll be able to simply download this video, and you'll be able to see an architectural site in 3 dimensions by clicking on the image itself and dragging it around to take a look. It's actually quite remarkable, so I think you'll enjoy it. Finally, ArtStore does offer a mobile site, so if you want to look at the still images, not the QuickTime images, you'll be able to access that by simply, again, going through our library website, deciding whether you're on or off campus, entering any sort of authentication information you need to do to get there. But once you open this image group, you will have sort of almost a flashcard sort of setup where you'll be able to flip from one image to the next and look at it on your phone. So again, lots of options. If you have any questions, please feel free to visit the library, call, or email us. Our general information email is libraryinfo@nysid.edu. Thanks so much for watching today. Let us know if you have any questions.